Hey there, this is Mr. D again with another tutorial. This one is about some of the cool things that you can do in Adobe Illustrator with type. And so here we go. Let me show you some of the really nifty stuff. All right, so we all know that we can use the type tool. We click and then we type some stuff. Then we can select that type by going and clicking on the black arrow, or we can take the type tool and then hold down and just select everything. That way we can, select a font and we can make it bigger, smaller, this sort of thing. So let's take this type. All right, here's one thing that you're going to want to know how to do is to know how to turn this type into outlines. So you can take this type, select it, go up to type, and then create outlines. Now what that does is it turns that type into objects like you drew them with the pen tool. Okay? Now, why would you want to do that? Well, we could take that type, which is still all bound together, right? It's grouped together. We can ungroup it. So now we have individual letters. Now we could do different things. Let's say we wanted to do fun things with a type, like make this type right here, kind of do some fun things, make it go up and down and make this type unique in some way. We could then, maybe we would want to take this O or this S, and we could manipulate it in some fashion. We could take this right here and make this a little bit like this and make this like, right? So we can manipulate this type because we turned it into outlines. So we can make it our own. We could do anything we wanted to it. We could add anchor points like this, and then go grab an anchor point and yank on it and really make this our type and make it very unique. Okay, so that's turning type into outlines. Something else that's really cool that you can do with type is you can put type, let's do this. Let's go. You can put type on a path. What does that mean? Type on a path. So let's say you want to make type something other than just horizontal or vertical. And the way you could do that is you can draw a path, and it can be any path. Okay? It could be any path you want it to be. And so what you do is take your type tool, and as soon as we get close to this path, it's going to change. So it's going to change into type on a path tool. So if I click right here, I can go type on a path. It's very cool, right? Now it's editable type, which means that I can change the type style, I can change the size, I can add to this. I can do whatever I need to do because it's still editable type. It's very cool. You know, and some of the things you might want to do with type on a path is you might want to make type that goes in an arc. So how would you do that? Well, you would create a circle, and by doing that, let's do that again. Let me show you that again. You click on the ellipse tool, and then you hold down the shift key, and you'll make a perfect circle. Okay. Now what I want to do to put type, let's say I want to put type right on the top of this. So what I'll do is I'll go over here, and underneath the eraser is the scissors tool, not the knife tool. No, no, no. The scissors tool. And I will go right here, and I will click right on this anchor point, and I'll click on this anchor point. And what I've just done is I have cut this object in half. And now, if I go over here and I click, I can go type on a path. And if I want to center this on, if I want to center it on this half circle, I go right up to here and align it center. There you go. And I could make it bigger, of course, or smaller. And I could get the type, I could get the character. Oh, it's already out. It was already out, wasn't it? Let's go to type. Get the character window out. And I could change the kerning, right? Oops. The distance in between the letters. Yeah, let's make it like 50, kind of, or spread them out. See that? Kind of spreads it out equally between the letters. That might look really cool. So that's how you do that. Beautiful, right? And the other really kind of neat thing that you can do with type is you can create any shape, okay? Or let's say we'll take the pen tool and create a shape. And you can put type inside that shape. So let's make this, before we start typing, let's go up here and make this back down to about 14 point, okay? And let's choose something else. Let's choose Arial, okay? Just regular old Arial. And what happens is if you can see the shape of this type tool, as soon as I get next to this line, it's going to change. So what it's going to want to do is it's going to want to marry this line. And so when I click, I'm going to go, oops. Okay. Now, the reason that it did that, which is kind of interesting, let's go backwards. Okay. The reason it did that is because I wasn't putting any spaces in between the type. It was one long word. So if I go like this, you see I can make type a certain shape. Wouldn't that be cool? You could do all kinds of neat stuff with that, making type a certain shape. Right? And you can't see that outline. You just have type in a certain shape. The shape of a country, the shape of somebody's head, whatever. And you could do it in any shape. I could do it in this shape right here, any shape at all. Now there are many other things you can do with type in Illustrator, but I think these are enough to get you started. Now you try all these things that I just did. Have fun.